Hello, All in the Cards family. This is Kasaya with All in the Cards, coming to do a reading. This is another one of our celebrity readings, family, that I am doing tonight. I've already put on my Connected Spirit on my third eye. Tonight, family, I'm doing celebrity reading a little different, right? So I'm going to do, of course, the ancestor cards, right? Which is my cards and Mama Magical ancestor cards mixed together. But I'm also going to pull some from my new crown deck that I created, right? And this is a deck that is basically made myself, right? And I just put them on basically index cards, family. But they are lethal, okay? I've been using them already. So I'm tapping into a few crime cases, and also into some celebrity cases, right? So we're gonna pull from the crime deck and see what it is that we need to know in reference of how someone died, or what we need to know that we may not know. That's what we're gonna do with the crime deck, okay? But we're gonna also pull from the ancestor deck to see who they truly was, okay? So tonight, family, we're doing Amy Winehouse, and I love Amy Winehouse. You gotta make me go to rehab, and I said no, no, no. Yes, I used to love me some Amy Winehouse. She was so soulful, right? And she could sing her butt off. And I loved her first album, Back to Black. She did a lot of collabs with the hip hop, so you know that. She worked with Salam, I think is his name. He's a producer, and he really worked with her a lot. He called her Cherry. So if you hear me, Amy, I already know a lot about you. She worked with Nas, right? I think she was from London. She had a husband named Blake that she was with. They said she died from alcohol poisoning because the blood level of alcohol had got too much in her body, they stated, because she was addicted to alcohol. That's what they state. So we're going to pull a crime deck and see what it is that she could tell us about what happened or what went on. And we're going to pull from the ancestor deck to see who she truly was, right? What did we not know? What did she want us to know? Okay, so let's go ahead and get into it. Let's call in the ancestors first. Since I am in my spiritual room tonight, family, it is the evening. So hopefully we can get a good, strong connection in reference of Amy, all right? So let's call them in. All right, Amy, speak through the cards. Speak through the cards. Family, first thing that flew out. So she's definitely saying this is her family. She may have had a strong family bond, where she was wanting to say something to the family was the first thing out. Amy, speak through the cards. Amy Winehouse, speak through the cards. All right, yeah. All right, Amy. Thank you, girl. Yes, she here. Okay, thank you, Amy. Word up. Yeah, all right. We're going to get to it, Shug. Yeah, give me one more. Give me one more, Amy. Give me one more. Give me one more, Amy. One more. What you want us to know about you. Or what you want us to know about you. All right, yeah, okay, all right, Amy. Okay, so first things out, like I said, family, and I'm gonna clarify a lot of this, but some of this I'm not gonna have to clarify because it's pretty much self-explanatory. But what the first card she gave us was family. So she felt like she had mother, father, and I know she didn't have any children, but she felt that, you know, her mother and her father, her family was a big part of her life in some way. Maybe, you know, in reference of her family ties, blood ties, lineage, adoption. Beside the family was loyalty. and under it is ancestors, right? So she's kind of like telling her family for their loyalty that was respected and trusted. Maybe they had a lot of loyalty, you know what I'm saying? Or she was loyal to her family, or either she felt like a part of her family or some of her family was very loyal to her. She wants them to know that she's soaring with the ancestors and that she taps in and watches over them. She she's right there with them when they're praying or really down about her not being here. She's right there with them. Okay, I feel her presence very strong too, right? Like over her family, because that was the first card that flew out, and ancestors said yes. Okay, confirmation that they were very loyal to her. We'll tap into that as well. But she also had gossip to come out, right? So there was a lot of gossip going on back then, I want to say, because of her husband and her and the drug use, the alcohol use, they were saying. So it was a lot of gossip. It was a lot of jealous and envy and people running their mouth. And she feels like they were trying her, right? And she said it was, she had a lot of responsibility as well. Maybe she had a lot of responsibility in reference of, putting out another album, even taking care of everybody that maybe was in the family, right? Is what I'm seeing here in ancestors. I mean, she had, yes, confirmation come out in the middle of ancestors and responsibility, and we had yes in between. So it's like she still has a responsibility to help her family in some type of way. Okay, is what she said. On the bottom of the deck was close your mouth, and it's friends underneath of that. So maybe she, maybe it was that she felt that her friends may have been the ones gossiping and running their mouth about, the situation. But anyways, another way I'm feeling about this is because the card says keep it to yourself, keep all your secrets. You talk too much, close your mouth. I feel like this is what the industry was telling her to do. Like, close your mouth, don't tell everybody everything that was going on. Or maybe even her family was telling her this, or either this was something that maybe she was telling her friends, like not to tell all her business, you know what I'm saying? But it may have been, I got shocked here as well. She may have been shocked about some type of situation around somebody being pregnant and children. I know she didn't have any children though. And then I had black magic underneath that. But I'm going to tap into that close your mouth and the information that's here, family, and then we'll tap into the crime deck. Okay, Amy. What do you want to say in reference, or what clarification can you give around the family situation that's here? Family, mother, father, family aspect of things that's here, Amy. Can you give us clarity on the family that's here? Family. Yeah, she may have had some type of disconnect with the family, okay? Because I got the 4 of Cups here, okay? And look at how it looks. It's kind of like maybe her family was trying to help her out or help her to, like, not do some of the more destructive things is what I'm hearing. And she wouldn't allow them to help her. It was like they was trying to help her. Or it could have been that, the family, she wasn't tapped in with the family when she was here. It was like they tried to help her with some things. She was very emotional about it. I feel like the father of the family maybe was trying to help her or do something around offering her something, and she didn't want to take it, okay? The King of Wands is here. Give me clarity on that. Yeah, she was very, very guarded, but she was also a little immature with how she was handling things, because this is the Page of Swords. This is her, okay? And then here, this is kind of like like she was just over dealing with something going on with the family. The Queen of Swords is here. So it could have been that, maybe her mother was kind of cold, or maybe, there was something there amongst her parents that was going on with Amy. Amy, give me one more card around the 4 of Cups and the Page of Swords with your family. Why is that here? Because both those cards are like not cards that are joyous about the family. Okay, no, she was very happy about them. But at times it was like they made, it was kind of like at times maybe that, they were really, she just pretty much felt like it was an off and on situation with her family. Like sometimes she didn't really want to deal with them, but and she was very guarded, but then sometimes she was happy about being with them, right? She felt like the child, you know, amongst her mom and her dad, and she was happy. But sometimes she really didn't feel like being around them or dealing with them. That's what I'm getting from that, okay? Is what she's trying to say. Why is loyalty here? Why is loyalty here, Amy? Why is loyalty here in the cards? Clarity on the loyalty, Amy. Thank you. Okay, from the past, she does feel like there was a lot of people loyal to her from her past. It could even been a mother figure that was loyal to her the most, okay? Because this looks like a woman to a child, right? Or a grandmother, okay? That was very loyal to her, that had her back all the time. Yeah, I have a Queen of Wands that's here on the bottom of the deck is who it was. It was a mother figure, or it may have been a grandmother, okay? That was very loyal to her when she was here. Gossip. Why is gossip here for you, Amy? Okay, yeah, the Magician in reverse. Could have been somebody was trying to do something or put something towards her, black magic wise. I got the Chariot here because she was moving forward, and it was like maybe even about the family, you know, the family, investing in the family legacy, and maybe, you know, somebody was talking about, you know, she's not doing what she's supposed to do for the family legacy and so forth. They wanted her to move forward, but there was something that was holding her back. She felt like she didn't have all the resources or everything she needed to move forward in some type of situation. I have the Magician and I have the Chariot card here about the gossip. So she felt like she didn't want to, whoever was talking about her was talking about this situation. Maybe she didn't want to move forward with somebody, or maybe she wanted to move forward with someone, but everybody was sending her negative energy. Yeah, there's Five of Swords is here. It's like she constantly had negative energy towards the people who was gossiping about her. Close your mouth. Why is that here? Close your mouth, Amy. Why is close your mouth here? Close your mouth. Why is close your mouth here? Thank you. Sacrifice. Okay, so the Hanged Man and the Five of Swords. She may have had some beef with somebody. I feel like maybe somebody did have to, maybe she did get sacrificed, you know, because I have the Five of Swords here and I have the Hanged Man, okay? And it's like somebody keeping secrets, and it could be the friends that know that she got sacrificed in some way. Okay, and when that comes up, it was like, you know, she maybe was fighting with maybe the industry people or the people that she worked with, or there was some type of gripe, is what I'm feeling. Why is that Hanged Man here in reference of close your mouth? Amy, give me a clearer picture of that Hanged Man in reference of close your mouth. Who needed to close their mouth and why? Or did they tell you, or what was that? Did they sacrifice you? Okay, I got two cards that came out. Yeah, work in the Page of Wands. Yes, so they did in reference of her work, okay? Yeah, I feel like that is something around her work and her being a young person starting out in the industry, okay? They wanted her or somebody to close their mouth about this situation that was going on with her work in some way, and to sacrifice her or to let her go. Maybe she was being let go from an industry. I have a King of Swords on the bottom of the deck. Responsibility. Why is responsibility here? Why is responsibility here? I'm gonna have to move that off of there. Scared me. Why is responsibility here, Amy? Responsibility. Why is responsibility here? Why is responsibility here, Amy? Responsibility. Thank you. Yeah, she had a lot of responsibility about giving other people money and stuff, like having to handle a lot of bills and maybe even taking care of family members and friends and stuff. And that's probably what, you know, why they she wanted them to keep their mouth closed as well from talking about her and all the things that she was doing for them. She was doing a lot for people, okay? Yeah, she was giving a lot of people a lot of money and love, you know? She was offering people a lot of things too to help her, probably to help her with things that she, you know, she was working all the time. Clarity on the responsibility with the Six of Pentacles. Clarity on the responsibility with the Six of Pentacles, Amy. clarity on the Six of Pentacles with the responsibility, please. Give us one more on that one so I can see exactly what you were referring to or what you was giving out. Yeah, she said still. She said, yeah, I was giving gave out everything, money and love, just like you said. So yeah, she was. She might have been wanting to get pregnant, you know, but she just didn't. So yeah, it's a lot here. It's definitely some things she's showing from her past, like when she was a kid, and who was loyal was her grandmother and her mother. But she had a lot of situations around the family. Okay, I feel like this was around, excuse me, y'all, around the father, because the King of Wands was coming up, but she was still very happy with her family in a lot of ways, because that was the Sun card that's there. I do feel like she had a big responsibility. I feel like that responsibility also was jaded and by a big cup that she always drank from. Like that was what another reason why she had to drink a lot too. The Chariot and the Magician. It's like as if she was being stopped from doing something. You know what I'm saying? It's like somebody was trying to stop her from doing something. Especially with the Hangman and the Eight of Pentacles here like that. Yeah, that's definitely like somebody trying to stop something from happening. Turn her whole world upside down when she was just trying to sing, starting out her new career. All right, Amy, speak through the crime deck and tell me what's going on. What really truly happened to you? What truly happened to you in reference of your death, Amy? Speak through the crime deck, please. Speak through the crime deck on what truly happened to you, Amy. What truly happened to you, hun, when you passed? Oh, a promise. A promise. There is something that was promised to her that didn't come through, or that somebody was telling her, maybe even the industry, or even maybe even her husband, or somebody was promising her something. Let's see what we got here. Shopping. They went to go get something. Oh, going to go get something. The shopping card. So somebody promised to go get something for her. She had a lot of child trauma, inner child trauma, which we've seen that here. And I feel like that's why the Six of Cups came out about her as well, because she had a lot of child trauma, things that she didn't get over. Yes, somebody was loyal to her, but she still didn't feel that her whole family was loyal to her. Like maybe even her grandmother took care of her, but her parents and stuff maybe left her out in the cold or something like that, to that effect, is what I'm feeling and hearing. I don't know, but that's what I'm feeling. I feel like she feels like a lot of people promised her things. Woo! Girl, I can't take all them cards now. That was a lot. I do see a lot of trauma. I do see a lot of trauma. Addiction. Look at that. Addiction came out. Which I do feel she had that addiction, right? Because that's what they were saying she had. An addiction to... Oh, okay. Amy is speaking, y'all. Trauma. Okay, so she had some type of trauma. I do feel like, and I had trash, but it was in reverse. So it was like that somebody might have been trying to get rid of her, or that she was trying to do, or somebody may have been trying to get rid of her. And that goes back to the card we had here about sacrifice. Because the trash was upside down. I'm going to clarify that. And I have trauma again in that I'm seeing. And I see inner child again. So she definitely has some childhood situations going on. Speak through the cards on what really was going on, or what you want to tell us about your death, Amy. Please speak to us and tell us exactly what you want us to know about your death, hon. We do see that it was about somebody going to go get something. Maybe that's why you may have been... You promised something. I just seen liars. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna just pull off the top. Give me few more. Oh, she was raped of her assets, or raped, even triggered. Yeah. And I got raped came out. On the bottom is conscious. So somebody is conscious of what was going on with her. And then underneath of shopping is the rape. So it's like as if somebody went and got something or was supposed to go get something but took something from her, which I think they did say that her husband or the guy that she was with was like doing something that wasn't right. You know what I'm saying? With her money and stuff like that. But the promise card is definitely sticking out for me. Now, let's tap on that and see what she could tell us. I'm going to get some of these cards up, family, from the first go-round. So, let me show you guys the cards that came out about the crime deck promise. So, somebody promising her something, right? And then we had shopping, somebody going to go get something or promising her to get something for her. You know what I'm saying? That's how I'm reading it. But really, in actuality, she was dealing with a lot of trauma. She was triggered very much so, okay, by things that were going on. She did feel like somebody was taking her for her assets, was raping her for her assets, as well as she might have even went through some type of trauma like that. And then I had the trash to come upside down. So that's the one that I really want to tap into and see what she was trying to tell us about the trash upside down. We've seen addiction, so she definitely did have an addiction. Why is trash here upside down? Ooh, okay. All right, so the Knight of Swords in reverse. Okay, so something being delayed. And it was a Tower moment. Okay, so you know, with the trash when it's straight up, family, it means getting rid of or discarding something. So in reverse, it means someone's not trying to get rid of something. So I feel like, and it's underneath a promise, right? Page of Wands still on the bottom of the deck. It's a lot of page energy here. She was very young anyway. She was only like 27, I think, when she died. But what came out on the trash upside down, family, was the Knight of Swords in reverse and the Tower card. Came out to clarify the trash in reverse. Now, what I'm feeling is, since the trash in reverse is about something not being discarded, something not being thrown out, because somebody promised her, it was up underneath the promise, okay, in the spread. So I feel like somebody promised her something that she didn't want to get rid of. Maybe she didn't want to get rid of the person or get rid of the addiction, and it blew up. You know, it was something that happened unexpected, and it laid her down. Because like normally the Knight of Swords is somebody rushing at something, but when it's in reverse, that means there's no longer a rush. It's a delay. It's a stop. You know what I'm saying? And so if something is not being, you know, someone doesn't want to get rid of something, then you constantly have that situation that could have been something that did not serve her highest good. You see, with it being the trash in reverse is what I'm feeling. Clarity on this promise. Amy, give us clarity on the promise. What was your promise? What was you promised, Amy? What was you promised? Thank you. To keep moving forward. So she was promised some things about success. She was promised a lot of things from this Knight of Wands. I feel like this is her husband. This situation about her husband, she didn't want to get rid of him. The trash in reverse. Because he promised her with this Chariot card that things were going to move different. Things were going to be different. See, with the Chariot and the promise, this was the promise from him. Right? You see him sitting in that chariot, right? Driving her along, moving her along, but unexpectedly something happened. He may have even been the one that went and got her whatever it was that caused this unexpected situation to happen, family. Because on the bottom of the crime deck, it says conscious. So it's like somebody knows or was very conscious of what was going on. Okay? And then we had the shopping. So that means somebody went out to go get something. And I remember I have the Knight of Wands on the bottom of the deck. I don't know what his sign is, but let me see who went out to the shopping. Why is the shopping here? Shopping. There it is again, the Knight of Pentacles. So that is another man, and here's the Page of Wands. I think he may have been a little older than her. So the Page of Wands, the Page of Pentacles is about somebody going out to, hard working and going, working hard to get to the coin. But let me clarify this with the cards out of the crime deck as well. Why is the shopping here, Amy? Shopping. Who went out to get something for you? What was the shopping about? Why is that here in reference of your death, please? Clarify the shopping in the spread here. Clarify the shopping. Let me take one off the top. Clarify the shopping, Amy. The shopping. Why is that here in reference of your death? Sorry, guys. Female. This was some type of female that may have went out and got something for her. Why is the rape here, Amy? Why is the rape here? Why is the rape here? Oops, error. So somebody did something by mistake and took her assets, is what it's trying to say. Impaired. So she was impaired when all of this was going on. It could have been a woman also included in this situation around the shopping. Give us a little bit more in reference of this female that's here, Amy. Who is this female that's here in reference of your death and the shopping that's in the spread, Amy, please? Female in shopping, Amy. Female in shopping. Love. She could have been the female, but love came out. And blood object on the bottom. Why is the error here? Give me the error again. Sacrificed. Oops. Error. So, and raped of her assets, and it was a sacrifice. Let me tell you something. I told y'all that we had that sacrifice card. Look, this is what it showed. Let me show y'all how it showed in the spread for Amy. All negative energy. Taking her assets. Acting like it was an error. They went and got it. Some female went and got it for her. Maybe not even the male. Shopping. Female. Love. Because somebody loved her enough to go do what they, was thinking was right for her. But all in all, really taking some of her assets from her, but maybe even did some things by mistake, and that was the sacrifice. Wow. Clarify the promise that's here based off of your death, Amy. Who promised you something, Suge, around your death? What happened there? Oh, I can't take all of them, Amy. Amy, just give me a few cards in reference of what someone promised you, and then we're gonna pull about the triggered promise. Promise, Amy. Oh, whoever promised her something is still alive. They probably promised her also. The person that promised her something is still alive, as well as they promised her something that would have kept her alive and moving forward. Give me one more on that promise, Amy. And the alive. Promise and alive. Caretaker. Yeah, that's who promised her something. And they still alive. They promised to take care of her, she's saying. Look, and gifts there. That's what happened. Why is the trash in here in reverse, Amy? Why is the trash in reverse? It's like you didn't want to get rid of them. The person that's still alive, that was your caretaker that promised you something. Why is the trash here in reverse? According to your death, why is the trash here in reverse, Amy? Why is the trash here locked up? Somebody didn't want to get rid of someone because maybe they got locked up. I know he got locked up one time as well, her husband. And I think he was her caretaker. Let me see what else she got to say. Set up. Oh, locked up and set up. Locked up and set up on the trash, not wanting to get rid of. Maybe she felt like he got set up and locked up and she didn't want to get rid of him. That's probably what it was. She felt like they were setting him up or setting her up. Because I think he did get locked up. He got in a lot of trouble. Triggered. Give me the triggered around your death, Amy. Triggered. But you know what? Really, in actuality, once I seen this, I already know. triggered, Amy, triggered. There's the blunt object again. So something was used, family. Trauma. End of the battle, yeah. She went through a lot of trauma, protected. She was protected by the Most High and the ancestors. But she had a lot of trauma, and her trauma is what she no longer has to go through, is what the ancestors is saying. Look, the end of the battle and her trauma. Ain't that something? Now it's like she's won. Out of going through all that trauma, now she's won the battle. Wow. But the triggered was some type of blunt situation happened to her. Now that blunt object, or this could also meaning for me, is that she had something to happen unexpectedly. So she was triggered by something unexpected. And remember earlier we got that tower. So something brought her, something made her, either I feel like it was when they set this person up that she really cared about. And she didn't want to get rid of them. She didn't want to throw them away because she felt like they were being set up. And it was somebody, maybe this could even been her, female that loved something, went and got something, okay, close to what was going on to her. But it was something around somebody taking her assets as well. See that? And then it sacrificed her. But all in all, she was really protected by the Most High. It was just her time, family. But I do feel that they did sacrifice her in some way because of neglect, really. Is really what it looks like here. It's like somebody that's still alive, that caretaker promised her something and it didn't work out. It could have even been that that person was setting her up. She gave me a lot of cards there. I can't take all of them. Yeah, chose. Look, abandoned. Look, abandoned. This is the last I'm going to take. But we'll see what she put out. Look, elected. So somebody chose her. Enemy. She had an enemy, a known enemy, which we seen that with the Five of Swords that came out earlier, right? Look. And I got strangled. And mother. Female, remember we got the female, love, and remember we got the family. First card out was family with mother. Amy might be telling us some stuff, y'all. Promised her. And y'all seen what came out. Enemy, strangled. And elected her. Picked her out. Abandoned. So I'm going to end it here, family, in reference of our good sis, Amy. Thank you, Amy, for giving us the message. We see what it is, sis. I will tap back into her energy, but we do see what it is, Amy. We appreciate you for giving us that information. I send you back in love. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And ancestors, I ask that you put a bubble of blood, a hedge of protection over me. And guys, y'all seen it. It's all in the cards. All in these cards, family. I'll see you guys in the next celebrity read. Deuces. Ooh, heavy energy.